Plus, a massive rebranding campaign and AutoNation's best quarter ever, double-digit growth sales. So is there a connection here? We've got a Fox Business exclusive. AutoNation's chairman and CEO Mike Jackson is joining us. We'll also ask him for a prediction on gasoline prices heading into the Memorial Day weekend. As the average age of cars on the road hits 11 years now, the country's largest car dealership group, AutoNation, saw a very significant jump in new car sales for April. By the end of this week, the auto company will complete its coast-to-coast rebranding campaign. Folks, this is never easy for a company to undertake. So what's the secret to their stellar growth? Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is AutoNation chairman and CEO Mike Jackson. And we have a lot to talk about here, Mike, but your numbers for April looked very good. And we just heard Ben Bernanke earlier today say he's looking at certain data points. Ben Bernanke tends to look at how banks are lending, but I'm sure he's looking at auto sales. What should the message be from your experience at AutoNation in the past couple of months?
Well, I think the economy is genuinely improving. While it's been on all kinds of stimulus, whether that's fiscal or monetary, since the events of '08, we're now seeing a recovery that's more based on fundamental. And if you want to call out the bright spots in the U.S. economy, you have to talk about energy, housing, and automotive. And let's face it, it's a good old American story with energy. A cranky entrepreneur created fracking and unlocked tremendous energy in America. And housing went through a terrible period, but now prices have stabilized to recover, and prices are recovering, and the construction of new homes has resumed. We'll build almost a million new homes in America this year. And automotive is in a recovery that's going to go on for years because, as you mentioned, Liz, we now have an unprecedented average age of 11 years old for the cars that are on the road. So customers need to do something. They come in to talk to us. And we have fantastic new products from every manufacturer, including a new offering on fuel efficiency with the best financing ever. So there's three big bright spots that says the Fed can begin to taper its support for the economy.
Okay, we're looking at some stats on AutoNation, but very important stat here is that your stock is up 29% over the past year. I'd like to get to what you just talked about.
Number.
Yeah, it's a very good number. Believe me, you stretch it out over 2 years, it's even better. But Mike, tell me what you think about the fact that this 11-year mark pushes a lot of people to buy cars. Are they buying American? You said there are many different choices. I know you sell just about every different model of every different car company, but give us a little tweak on what's selling hot right now.
Here's the way to think about it, Liz. People stopped buying cars and fixing cars starting in September of '08 and didn't do anything for 2 or 3 years. And they have to do something. They either have to fix the car they have or get something newer. So they come in and talk to us. Now, here's the interesting thing. The offering from the manufacturers is the best I've ever seen. And it really doesn't matter whether it's Detroit, where the Renaissance is very real, and they have an offering now from small cars through tremendous pickup trucks to the Japanese or the very differentiated Germans. The American people have the best choice ever as far as quality of design, fit, finish, innovation. So it's a very exciting time in the automobile business.
I have to ask you about electric cars. Tesla's in the news, certainly. But more importantly, today the big news was that Bob Lutz, the former head of design for General Motors, might be making this play for Fisker for a paltry $20 million. But it was kind of a disaster when it was really kind of trying to run on its own. What do you think of that? I know you know Bob. I know you look at all of these cars. Just your gut reaction on that.
Well, two things. First, the Tesla is a fantastic product. Elon Musk did a great job. And the Fisker, in my opinion, doesn't even begin to touch the Teslas. And it would take a genius like Bob Lutz to straighten out the Fisker. And he may even take that platform and make it something other than an electric car in addition. So I have tremendous admiration for Lutz, and
Wish him
he'll
luck,
do something
right.
special.
Give us a sense of
luck.
what's happening with gasoline prices as we head into Memorial Day.
Well, it's very interesting. I think gasoline prices are basically coming down, and that's very unusual for this time of the year because we're producing summer blends, which adds 20 to 25 cents a gallon just in production costs, and yet prices are coming down, which means by the fall they're going to be even lower. So if you look at the energy availability in the United States around petroleum, I think in the last 2 years we've increased production by 2 million barrels of oil a day. So availability has dramatically improved in the U.S. And if you're buying petroleum down from Canada, you can buy it as cheap as $65 a barrel. So I think gasoline prices in the U.S. In the next few months will be coming down.
Oh, we'll end on that. We like it, but we should also point out the people behind you. You're rebranding many of your different dealerships to the AutoNation name. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining
us.
Yes,
Liz, we're here in Phoenix today, and our billion-dollar business here, we are rebranding, and we're welcoming our latest acquisitions, the Honda and Hyundai store here in Phoenix. A very exciting day.
Mike Jackson, congratulations, meeting with thousands of employees all year long.
By the way, as per his point on Tesla and Fisker, Tesla just announced that it has paid off the entire U.S. Department of Energy loan, $451 million.
First one to do that in the electric car world.
Yeah, well.